Alright, we're going to take a look now at Anton's breaststroke, and I like how he carries his body alignment throughout that start. Even though he's coming down at a downward angle off the block, what I notice is if we drew two parallel lines right here, Anton's going to pretty much stay right between them the whole time. We like that. Now he still comes up awfully steep there, okay, so that's something to be able to iron out. The main thing, we're going to watch this full speed here for the first 25. I like the head position, how he kind of keeps it in a locked position. That minimizes the head movement. That allows him to keep a little bit better body position than he would otherwise. This is kind of the old style, flat style breaststroke. What I'd like to see, and we're going to see this coming on back, let's hold that streamline there, buddy. You've got a good streamline. You can get good pull off the wall. Let's hold the streamline, then initiate the pull. Right here, let's see a little bit of a dolphin kick added in, so you can finish that stroke. And then we want to be closer to the surface of the water, so you don't lift the head. A great thing to do with breaststrokers is to teach them not to breathe on their first stroke. As weird as it sounds, what it does is it keeps them from lifting that head up too high and allows them to get a good catch. I'm going to show this on slow motion. I see one thing that I really want to iron out with this breaststroke, and that's the timing. And you can see that right here, where those hands kind of get caught underneath his chin. Now, the best breaststrokers in the world are the ones that minimize the dead spots in their stroke. And there's going to be a dead spot or a dead zone when you recover your hands, and there's going to be a dead zone when you recover your feet. You notice this is the time when your legs and your hands are moving forward, when in actuality what we want to do is we want to be moving the water backwards and moving you forward. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we don't pull our hands back too far and get them underneath our chest. Get a good catch right here. And then right there, you see as those hands come underneath those chests, this is when we want those hands to be shooting forward. Because here's what's going to happen. We recover the hands. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. We recover the hands, and now we're waiting on the feet. And part of that is related to body position. As long as your head is up that high, it's going to force your hips down. And if your hips are down, we're always going to be waiting on those feet. We want to be able to get you, kind of like you were on the start, to go through a little bit narrower profile. We still want to see a little bit of a wave action breaststroke as we go through this, but we don't want to see you stuck in a position where you're always swimming uphill, uphill, uphill as we go along. For the most part, I think the mechanics of the kick look pretty good. You can work a little bit of ankle flexibility, but I like that. That's good power right there, and you can see, very powerful kick. You press those legs so you can see what happens to the hips. It moves your hips immediately forward. Okay, it's going to move them a little bit further forward if we can get that chest down a little bit more. But you've got the elements and the makings of a good breaststroke, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's one that's challenging you a little bit just because of how much you're growing here in the last year. You got to be able to maintain your strength as you go throughout, and that's going to come just with your dry land workout and flexibility as you go along. But you've got a great foundation here on your breaststroke to be able to work on some things. Between that and what we worked on with Lindsay last week, we expect to see good things from you next year, Anton.
Okay, good job keeping your head position down on your breakout. Let's look at the catch part of your stroke. We're going to see a little bit more underneath the surface of the water, but I want to see more you grabbing more water here. Also look at the timing. Make sure you're kicking your arms forward. Great job working on that turn from last week to this week. Okay, in and out of the wall. It's got to get that arm up over your head. Okay, let's get your head down a little bit more and streamline. I know you're looking down at the bottom of the pool. The more streamlined you are, let's see, right here. Okay, so your head's still a little high. Like I said before, we're going to see more in your underwater video, but I'd like to see you tilt your head down a little bit more. Okay, so your body's in more streamlined position as you're reaching. Okay, great finish, deep on the wall. You didn't grab the gutter. Nice job, Anton.